a Carmalita Blackcrow. I do, but I don't like it. It's they said because I'm Blackfeet. What is it? I'm Skanake, and it said it was sheep-headed woman, and I hated that name until I went to, I'm a Catholic, I'm a devout Catholic. I went to lay ministry for 30 years. And then here there's an old man up there, he said, how come you're ashamed of your name? And I told him, I said, sheep-headed woman, you know? And he said, no, it's not, it means shepherd woman. So then I start using it. Mission housing. I was born in Blackfoot, Montana in 47. Blackfeet. My mom is Annie Fast Buffalo Horse. Annie Fast Buffalo Horse Evans. Both of them. Joseph and Mary Evans. And Albert and Josephine Duckhead Fast Buffalo Horse. Josephine is a Duckhead, my grandpa's a Fast Buffalo Horse. Oh, there's Mark Lane, Aloysius, Henrietta, Kenneth, and Mark. It's my tribe, you know. I'm really not into Native American and anything like that, but you know, I'm proud to be a Blackfeet, you know. But I'm just strictly Catholic, you know. Browning, Heartbeat, Browning, and I lived at the Blackfeet Dormitory boarding school. Then I went to school in Missoula. I really loved it. That's where I met Mark Higgins in Missoula. Right in Missoula, you know, there was a program around here where they send the ones that never finished high school. They sent them, we got to stay in a dorm, and then when we got our GED, they just went to college. And that's what he did. He got his GED right away and he went to college. I ended up getting pregnant and married and staying home. We met in Missoula in December of '68. And then it was love at first sight. Instant love, soulmate. We married on March 3rd, 1969. We've been together for 54 years. Oh gosh, it wasn't like nowadays. We got what was on our plate, and it just kind of consists of like, when we had no money, it was like say tens. There was things I think that today, I don't know what they were. I would never eat a rabbit. I know nobody could make me eat a rabbit. Everybody ate them, but I never. They're my pets. I keep want to say it's a wild. Is there such thing as wild pigs? There is. Yeah, I think that's what they were. Yeah, and of course everybody eats deer meat. I never did. Back then, dancing, waltzing, two-step. What you guys call it, faux dancing? Waltzing for us. Those kind of country dancing. I never did like to dance, and then. Yeah, they're fluent. They never spoke English. My mom and dad hardly ever. I mean, you know, they did. They knew how, but they just didn't want to. But I got nobody to talk to here. My kids, I tell them a few words. They remember them enough. But I got nobody to talk to. When I do see Donnie Racine, or you know, times we do talk to each other. Good night is good night. It's Sukapi Gukas. Good morning. It's Sukapi Apanakusi. Okay. Naa. Hello, Grandma. Okay. Okay. Nasa. I don't know. Hello, my boys. Yeah, my dad didn't want to live off the reservation and all the, but back then they didn't call it GA, they called it, what did they call it? TWEP, and it wasn't GA, it was welfare, so we never did. We lived 5 years in Conrad, and we lived 2 years up in Hamilton. We were fruit tramps. Yeah, we went picking fruit and potatoes off the reservation. Every summer we didn't come back till fall. I think when I was 13 or 14, and then we kind of lived on a reservation because we were all grown up too fast. My folks had like chickens, and they had a milk cow and a cow, and they had horses, and we had to get up like 6 o'clock in the morning to eat breakfast, not 5 to, not 5 after. My dad was real strict. We had to be at the table, sitting around the table eating, not 5 after, but 6 o'clock, and after that we had to go outside and work. I don't care what it was, but you just had to work. Then when all my brothers and sisters got a job and outside, and then like the farmers or somebody that had a little bit something to clean their yard, the white people there, they went to work for them, but I was too lazy. I found excuses not to go, but I worked hard at home. But I was a young age when I went to the boarding school. I wanted to go. My folks said they're really into Native, but I never was, like I said, I never was. I was always a rosary person, candles. Yeah, my aunt, Rosie Bird, taught me Catholic, and my mom. In fact, when I first started saying, the Our Father and Hail Mary and all that, it was in Blackfeet. Oh. And I always said it in Blackfeet, the whole rosary, until I got about 7 or 8, and I start praying it in English. Because just once a year, 10 days out of the year, there's nuns used to come up there and teach us catechism. And that's the only religious life I ever had till I come down here. My mom and dad was devout Catholics, but only till I come here because a mission here, and my husband went there till he left. Not finished, but only he quit school when he was 16. And his dad said, "Oh, you're a big boy now, you're a big man, huh? You think you could do your own thing now?" Here he had his clothes packed up in his bedroom, took him out to Cleveland, up this way. Cleveland, by 3 Beers, yeah. Took him out there, and he said, "There's a ranch there, ranch there, ranch there." And he said, "Go to either one." He backed up and took off back home and left him there. He got a job. Then he started working at 16. He never quit till he retired. He's retired when he was 65 or 70. He worked for the housing for 45 years or so. No, 35. Because he was a janitor at the school up here. My kids were never ever on GA or what they call TANA. We were on food stamps and commodities. A lot of things to look out for us. But of course I'm not eligible for anything because I'm not here from here. When Higgins was living, he was eligible for a lot of stuff, But yeah, transportation for me is the main thing, but I get it through IHS. See, I always had my own insurance. Before Higgins died, I had Red Cross and paid for that, and what is the other one? But when I lost him, they took my Social Security away from me and gave me his, and to them I'm getting too much, so I lost all that. I lost my Medicaid, so now I got no transportation. We had to sell our truck into that to pay our bills, pay my bills. So transportation is really hard for me. No, I tried to save that one day and I couldn't do it. It's just been gone too long, I really tried hard, but if I hear somebody else saying it, then I could follow them. Like when I go back home and if they're having something, I could follow them. But I just wished I would have continued that, because I never ever said my rosary in English. It was always in Blackfeet. And then one of the nuns said, Carmelita, you're going to have to start learning it in English, you know. You got to start rolling with the flow because you're going to be growing up with all races, you know. You can't be prejudiced, you know. And it is true, you know, you got to get along with white and whatever. We're not going to ever get away from it. And me as being a Catholic, I get along with everybody. Well, to me, I've got a lot of friends, and my friends are like family, you know. You can count on friends more than family, I think. Family is good, but sometimes they, like mine, don't live around here except for him, you know. Billings and Polson and Washington. I think all young boys, when they finish school or whatever, they should all leave the reservation, you know. Go to the city and do something, you know. They just get stuck in this same old every day. I don't sew. I can't even sew a button on a shirt, and I don't read. One time I tried to sew Higgins' button on her. I seen him that night taking it off and putting it back on again. You know, I used to always get the credit for your grandma's work.
No.
I went to a seminar. Oh, yes, you have such beautiful work. He said, I just love it. Oh, thank you. She used to really get mad at me when I do that. But I would like to get along with one another, be good to one another, you know, to help one another, be good to, you know, your elders, and, you know, be generous. Yeah, when I was especially telling my mom and she's not really my aunt, but the one that taught me how to say the rosaries and be a good Catholic is my Aunt Rosie Berrigan, my mother. And of course, when I went to the boarding school, you know, they taught me how to clean, cook, tried to teach me how to sew. Never. But what I was good on, what I was really good on, you know, like, I don't know what you call it, but, oh, what was it? There's little bitty sticks that kind of, you could fold them and stuff like that. And I used to make a lot of crosses. You know, you could just bend them all over like they had fur on them or something. Yeah. And I was really good at that. Yeah, and then I started making Christmas decorations. And they used to, well, at that time they used to give me a nickel for each one. And I made a lot of money. I don't know what they're about that big, I don't know. And I think you guys are really fortunate. There's so many churches here, you know. Because I respect the Native American way, but, you know, I don't participate in it. But you guys are so fortunate. You got the mission up here. And I know Pibbles and Higgins say that was their passion, you know, was they, like Mark Lane spruced up his obituary and said that he was a power person. He's not. I mean, he has grandchildren. He liked to go watch his grand entry and stuff like that. Nice days, you know, we didn't travel to Palos, it's to Hartmute and Brown, and sometimes Washington, just